Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic host of Bachelor Nation News. Very busy afternoon and evening we have tonight. In the next hour and a half, I'll be doing my live stream, which is 1 hour before the East Coast episode of Week 7 of Clayton Echard's season of The Bachelor. And then after tonight's episode at 10 p.m. East Coast time, 7 p.m. West Coast time, you can join me for an after-episode live stream. We play your voicemails, we take phone calls, and we discuss tonight's episode. Now, one more thing to discuss is this tweet that was just released by Mike Fleiss, creator of The Bachelor. So the major historic announcement regarding The Bachelor will be made during tonight's broadcast, Hometowns. Now, of course, this is probably has nothing to do with Demi, but we also do have some rumors of who the next Bachelorette may be, and it makes you wonder, will they be announcing that on air, or is that something that we'll find out maybe later down the road? So I'm going to read for you the theory that was just announced by a Redditor fan that says the next Bachelorette could be Demi. Now, we know, if you guys have been following along, just a couple days ago, was this yesterday, actually? Demi had tweeted or posted an Instagram story saying, I'm autistic. She said, maybe a trigger warning, I don't know, but heads up, I did a psychological evaluation and I'm autistic. There's a huge stigma when it comes to autism. I encourage you to be open-minded and accepting. And of course, we shared the whole story, all the slides that she's shared, you know, sort of normalizing and just saying what her experience has been. And it's not all what we thought it was, and women are diagnosed differently. And I can't tell you how many of you guys have reached out to me through the comment section and voicemails saying how seen you felt because of Demi. And this is such a good thing. Now, probably not a good idea for the Bachelor or the Bachelorette to be promoting her to the lead to share her story in a way that's going to, not be exploitative, but it would be of odd timing if that's when they wanted her. But I've been saying Demi would be a great lead for years now. Maybe exploring the way that she sort of figures out her relationships. She's always been sort of a caricature of herself as as she exists in the greater sort of batch of contestants, but it would be interesting to see how she plays as the lead. Plus, she has an enormous following, and she's about as real as it's going to get. So I'll play the voicemail that I have about her, talking about her autism. But first, I'm gonna read for you the theory that she might be the next Bachelorette. I feel like the consensus on this sub is that no one from Clayton's season will make us enthusiastic to tune in. Then I saw an article about Demi opening up about her autism diagnosis. I think this season has helped draw awareness to neurodiversity, and casting a lead with autism is a good PR move. Please note, I'm not saying I agree with this, but the producers have no moral compass and only care about ratings. True. Also, Demi is bi, and as a queer woman, I would be way more interested in watching a queer lead. So that would check off some diversity checkboxes, but then you still have a white blonde Southern girl to keep with the white core of its audience. Plus, we're watching her on the show, Bachelor in Paradise, and she's always giving interviews about the franchise on TV, so we know she can entertain. And she has 1.1 million followers already, so you're guaranteed a larger audience. I don't know either way, but what do y'all think? And of course, then the comment section was like, absolutely not. That's a horrible idea. But I disagree. Now, the PR move would be very opportunistic for the show to be like, yes, casting their first bisexual lead, their first someone who, has talked about being autistic and certain other things. Absolutely, that would be opportunistic for them, but it would also be inclusive for people that want a storyline that's not just, some beauty queen plucked out of whatever privileged life she was a part of. Not to say that that's all people are, but that's kind of what it looks like. And the thing that really got me with this is for that Reddit poster to say, hey, plus she's Southern and she's white and she's blonde and she's got all those things that aren't as harmful to people that might not be interested in seeing someone who doesn't look like them. Not saying that that's right, again, agreeing with the poster, but it does check off a lot of boxes that they're looking for. So with all that said, I'm actually just going to play the voicemail that was left. It's a couple minutes long, but it's let's just have a listen. This was a voicemail that was sent to me. I haven't listened to it yet after Demi talked about her autism diagnosis.
Hi, Dave. It's Elizabeth calling from Southeast Pennsylvania.
Hi, Liz.
I am not in a Wawa right now. Surprise, surprise. I just turned on, was watching YouTube, and your thumbnail for Demi's video about her being autistic came up, and holy shit. Sorry. My jaw hit the floor, and not in just because I'm so excited. The timeliness, it's very good for me. in the sense that I too have been just diagnosed with autism, not officially. I'm waiting on my evaluation because it just takes so long to get evaluated via waitlist. Or I can pay a doctor to do it, but it's just very expensive. So the process has been really hard. But myself, was always kind of an outsider in school, very social. So I have some social skills, which are, very good. So it's obvious why it wasn't picked up on as a kid, but, also like, in the early 2000s when I was growing up, autism was a little boy's disease. It was not something that girls had growing up. So I was put through the ringer. I was put through the process of medication for ADHD, and then that didn't work, and then anxiety and panic diagnosis and medications for that, and that didn't work. And it's just been 20 years of this journey to figure out that, like, I am autistic, and I have meltdowns at work, and, you know, it's been so much easier to live my life now that I know that, and I have that to explain to people. Like you said, like, with the car example, you know, once I now know what kind of car I have, I know how to fix it. I know how to, you know, go in and tweak it and make sure that other people understand why my car is a little different than everybody else's.
So she's referring, if you didn't catch the video, I came up with a stupid metaphor or example where it's like having a German-made car, but going to a Toyota dealership and saying, "Do you know how to fix this?" And they look at the blueprints, they look at everything's in German, and they go, "We don't know how to do this. This is so different. This isn't it. What, you know? No, we can't help you." And then finally, be going, "Oh, maybe I got to go. Maybe my car is built differently." And maybe everything that's under the hood of my car, your brain, the way everything works, is just made a little differently. Now, we love German engineering, right? So it's to say someone with an autistic, neuro wave, you know, whatever. It's not to say it's wrong, it's different. And then you go to the German car dealership and they're like, "Oh yeah, this goes there, we do this. Oh yeah, you're going to have days when you can do things, and you're going to have days where it feels overwhelming. But if it feels that way, that you can, and then you just get all this help." And again, it's not perfect. It's not to say it's just pop some Tylenol and you're good there, but it's progress. It's progress identifying your issues.
And it makes life easier. So, I think, sorry that this is really long.
No apologies.
It makes Demi's behavior in the past years, a little bit more, recognizable and understandable. And I'm sure that she's going through a really tough time, but a really enlightening time. And I know that I'm going through flashbacks of my past and going, "Oh my God, that was autism and I didn't know it." I know that she's doing it. I encourage anybody who is going through this to seek out all the research you can, obsess about it like I have been for the last couple of...
Oh, we lost it. So these voicemails cut off at 3 minutes, but I think she called back to finish it up here. Let's just listen to the last 45 seconds.
Sorry, I knew that was going to take so long. It's Elizabeth from Southeast Pennsylvania again.
Worries.
I'm so sorry. I encourage anybody who is going through what I am, and I know lots of other people are, and now Demi are going through, to seek out all the help they can. I'm participating in a research study through University of Pennsylvania in their adult autism program. So that kind of sparked all of this, and you guys should seek it out, do all you can. Sorry that one was so long. I've been really obsessing about my own discovery lately, so it's really awesome to see that Demi is also doing it at the stage that she's at. So, okay. Have a great night. Sorry for so long. Bye.
No need to apologize. Elizabeth in Southeast Pennsylvania, thank you so much for sharing your story. Yours is one of hundreds that have not just called in, but commented and talked about it. And look, we just need to get to a place where we hear more of your stories and that we can understand to neurotypical people that neurodiverse people exist plentifully around us. And we all work together with different skill sets. And that's a good thing. So it's a good thing that Demi's having this conversation. It's a good thing that you guys are calling in and discussing and coming to terms with the way you're mapping your brain processes. That's great. I'm really happy to hear that. I got to do work myself, finding out how I think the way I do, understanding something as simple as having too much sugar one day can affect the way I process things the next day, and other issues that we all have. It's about evolving, right? So Demi's helping us do that. Will she be the next Bachelorette? I mean, hey, it's a theory. I don't think we'll find out today, but who knows? Let me know what you guys think, and I'd love to hear back from you guys. We'll have a live stream at 7 p.m. East Coast, 4 p.m. West Coast coming up very shortly. So we'll see you guys then, and we'll talk to you then. Bye.